Hi, what's going on? Hey, I am the Royal Tay. You can call me Tay for short. I'm here giving you a 5 month update on my VSG journey and how it's going for me. I want to be very clear, I am not a medical professional. So if you have any medical questions and things like that, please seek the proper medical advice. This is just me talking about my journey from the time I got VSG surgery to now. We're going to talk about several key factors in my month five, how I'm feeling about month five, what are some of the challenges I face, how we can, maneuver through those, and, just some straight to the point, raw and unfiltered things. So let's get into it. What month five really looks like for me, it's different. So before, in month four, three ish, there was a lot of conversation about hair loss. I did not see a lot of hair loss until the end of month four. But what I also realized is that majority of my hair loss showed up because I wasn't getting enough nutrients in. I might have missed a day or two of vitamins. And it seems like if I eat the way I'm supposed to and I take my vitamins the way I'm supposed to, that I don't have as much hair loss. There's still some falling, but I'm not really sure if it's falling because I'm shedding normal shedding or if it's just part of the process. But there is some hair loss, but that's okay. It grows back. There's a lot of less fear about can I eat? Am I allowed to eat? I'm becoming more comfortable with what I'm eating, how I'm eating, and thinking about food. I'm starting to feel like myself again. I'm starting to feel like I can do this. Like I feel good. My energy's up on some occasions, but we'll touch into that. Realizing that this isn't a phase that I'm in. This is my lifestyle and I feel really good about it. There are some changes that I've noticed between month 3 and 4 and 5. Okay. I actually can tell when I'm hungry versus when I'm thirsty. Like I'm listening to my body more, I'm understanding it more. Not to mention, I can get a little bit more food in. Before, I would just have a shake or a little piece of something, and I'm like, okay, I'm good. But now I've realized the smaller the bites, the more the chews, I can actually get some pretty decent amount of food in. Like, not overeating, because that is a thing. I still listen to the cues. I still know when my hiccups start. I still know when I am through. Okay, so don't push it. You don't want to stretch a new tool too much, and then you got to go back to that life that we don't want. What I will say is, I do realize that my body will go into the most ridiculous fatigue I've ever felt in my life if I have not gotten enough nutrients in. Nutrients, what am I talking about? I'm talking about food, protein, my vitamins, all of that goes together. Whereas you used to be able to just eat normal foods all the time and then you're good to go. Uh uh baby. Mm-mm. I'm realizing that I have to pay attention to the carbs I take in, pay attention to the amount of meat I take in, pay attention to the amount of protein I take in, pay attention to the amount of everything. It's got to be right. You got to make it make sense and it's got to be good. So I'm really starting to pay attention to what I'm eating, how much I'm eating, and what I'm getting in. That way, my body can get the fuel that it needs in order to survive. Because if not, baby, my body will sit me down. Like, mm-mm. You can't. You can't. Mm-mm. Of course, your relationship with food changes in that perspective. So you're not eating because it's like awesome. Like, because you can go and get food and look at it and be like, oh my God, it's so good. I know this is going to be good. Something you're used to eating, and realize that you can't eat as much as you used to because it was good. Like, now you're eating to survive. You're not eating because it's good, which is a good habit to fall into, I think. But, what do I know? As far as energy and strength and movement, I am starting to get back into the gym. I feel like the gym is going to be the next step I do for this year. I've been walking and doing the things. I park far away if I go out so that I can walk. If I'm on a strip, I'm parking in one spot and I'll just walk the strip. So like there's things that I do that I'm trying to keep up with that I find a lot easier now that I'm down. And we'll talk about how much weight I've lost in a minute. But I think that those little things also adds up, and it makes me feel really good knowing I can do it just because I can do it. I know my kids are sick of me though. I don't care. Eating around others without pressure was different. Before, people would ask you to go out to eat or come over to their house so that you can eat there and stuff like that. And it was very intimidating because you're like, oh, we're going to sit here and eat, but I'm going to look weird just having this much on my plate, or I can't eat as much as I thought I could. Like, I had to get over that. And luckily for me, I have a community of friends and family around me that's very helpful and very understanding, and they don't push and pressure. And they see that I'm doing well and I'm not like struggling or anything. So I think as the months went on, they were like, oh, okay, this is her new normal, and that's okay. So I love it. I love it. Also, you, I'm a type of person that looks myself in the mirror all the time. I sometimes can see the change and sometimes I can't. And I feel like that's okay. I'm not obsessive about how I look. I pay attention to how my clothes fit. And, I do get on a scale. I do pay attention to that because I feel like if I start to plateau, then I need to do something else. So that's how I combat the plateauing and the stalling, as you would call it. And, I just know that if I'm not moving the scale, that's okay. The next day I'm like, okay, I need to get more water in, or what did I eat and how can I change it? Or did I not move enough and stuff like that? So, I'm consciously moving my body in the direction that I want it to be in. And that's why I said it's a lifestyle change and not just something to do. What would I tell someone who's just starting this journey or is in month one? Be kind to yourself. Be kind to yourself. Things are going to change. Your body's going to change. Your thought process is going to change. And people around you are going to notice. But you're doing it for the right reasons. You're doing it for the reasons that you decided you were going to do this. And it's not easy. And you just have to know that why you're doing it is part of the bigger picture. So be kind to yourself. Be gentle with your healing process because it is a process and it's going to take time. But I promise you got it. And as the time goes on, you're going to see some changes and you're going to be really excited about them. Because, baby, I can't wait to the summer, and I'm just halfway there. Okay. I started this weight loss journey 5 months ago. That's 10. 5 months ago. I started this weight loss journey 5 months ago, and I have lost a grand total of 55 pounds. Ta-da! 55 pounds. I am now at 216 pounds. That's wild. Now, can I see it? Sometimes. Do my clothes still fit? Some of them, which means they were probably really small to begin with. But you'll notice where you lose weight from, what parts of your body. Your body is different. Everybody's body is different. So do not compare yourself to me or anybody else that's on this journey. Your journey is your journey, and focus on being healthy and, doing all the right things. I'm going to try to post more content about what I'm eating during the day, how I'm moving, what's happening as a content creator, because as you can see, I definitely do content creation. I play video games, which is also an interesting situation because we're sitting and playing games for a while, but there's ways to get around this. So if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you hit that subscription button and share this out with your friends, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.